Hidden behind one of Tokyo's busiest districts lies something unexpected, a quiet forest of over 100,000 trees, sheltering one of Japan's most sacred shrines. A place where the city feels like it disappears completely. Just steps away from the neon lights, fashion stores and crowds of Harajuku Station, you pass beneath a massive wooden gate. The moment you enter, the sound of Tokyo fades, replaced by silence, gravel, and wind through the trees. Welcome to Meiji Jingu, a Shinto shrine dedicated to Emperor Meiji and his wife, Empress Shokan. Emperor Meiji ruled from 1867 to 1912, a historic era when Japan transformed from a closed feudal society into a modern industrial nation, opening itself to the world in just a few decades. After his passing in 1912, followed by the Empress in 1914, the Japanese people sought something more than a monument. They wanted a lasting place of respect, reflection, and gratitude. That vision became reality in 1920, when Meiji Shrine was completed and dedicated as a national place of remembrance. But what makes this place truly remarkable isn't just the shrine itself. It is the forest that surrounds it. Around 100,000 trees representing roughly 365 species were donated from every corner of Japan. They were planted by more than 100,000 volunteers who came together for a shared purpose. The design was intentional. The forest was created to be self-sustaining, meant to grow naturally, evolve slowly, and mature over a century or more like a living ecosystem. At the entrance stands one of Japan's largest wooden torii gates, built from massive cypress wood believed to be over 1,500 years old. It marks the boundary between the ordinary world and something sacred. As you walk deeper, you'll notice rows of sake barrels and even French wine barrels carefully displayed along the path as offerings. These wine barrels are a reminder of Emperor Meiji's era, when Japan opened its doors to Western influence, adopting new ideas, culture, and even a taste for European wine. At the center of the shrine sits the main hall, where visitors come from all over the world to pray, reflect, and offer gratitude in silence. Before approaching, visitors stop at the temizuya, stone water basins used for ritual purification. Here, hands are washed and mouths are symbolically cleansed before entering sacred space. The prayer ritual is simple but meaningful. 2 bows, 2 claps, a silent wish from the heart, and one final bow before stepping back. Nearby, you will also see wooden plaques called ima. Visitors write their wishes, hopes, and prayers on them and hang them near sacred trees where thousands of personal messages quietly gather. But the shrine has not always stood in its current form. In 1945, it was destroyed during air raids in World War II, like much of Tokyo at the time. Yet the spirit of the place endured. Through donations from people across Japan, the shrine was carefully rebuilt and reopened in 1958. Today, Meiji Jingu is also a living cultural space. On special days, you may see traditional Shinto weddings with brides in white silk kimono walking slowly beneath red parasols. During New Year, the shrine becomes one of Japan's most visited spiritual sites, welcoming around 3 million people in just the first 3 days. Inside the grounds lies the inner garden, which transforms each June into a peaceful landscape of color when around 1,500 irises bloom around a quiet pond once visited by Emperor Meiji himself. Entry to the shrine is free and it is open from sunrise to sunset. The most convenient access points are Harajuku Station and Meiji Jingu Station, just a short walk from the city streets. For a truly peaceful experience, the best time to visit is early morning, when soft sunlight filters through the trees and the gravel paths are almost empty. Meiji Jingu is more than a landmark. It is a living forest, a place of prayer, and a quiet window into Japan's modern identity. And if you enjoyed this journey, subscribe and tell us which Tokyo landmark we should explore next.